All right, welcome back. Well, summer's a great time to take that long overdue vacation or take that part-time job. But unfortunately, as the weather heats up in Texas, so do scams. Here to tell us more about this morning is Erin with the Better Business Bureau.
Hello, good to see you.
How can we tackle these scams? I mean, let's start with vacation rentals. You know, there's scams associated with that, and it just spikes up during the summer.
Certainly, and summer's really a time where our guards are down a little bit. Kids are out of school, we're thinking about vacations, we're having a good time, right? Yeah. So when we talk about those vacation rentals, if you've already booked a rental and haven't actually gone on vacation yet, now's a great time to double check. Make sure, especially if you're traveling internationally, that the home that you are renting or the hotel that you've already paid for actually exists. Make sure that, you know, look at those policies. If you're taking your dog, for example, do they accept those pets? So many of us travel now with our animals. So those are just some absolute things that you need to take a look at to be sure that your expectations are met and you have fun.
Right, and worst case scenario, if you do catch yourself in a scenario like this, I mean, what can you do? What options do you have?
Well, and that's a great question because it really depends upon how you are renting or staying in the hotel. So if you booked directly through the hotel, if you booked through a third party, if you booked through maybe a third party property management company, if you're renting a home. So there are a lot of questions because there are so many options, and generally there's no issue, but when there is an issue, it's generally a big issue. You've got your family, you've paid for travel, so it's really just a good idea. If you've already paid for everything and you have it secured, just check it out before you go. It just takes a few minutes.
Right, and if any red flags that you can maybe bullet point for me for those who are maybe planning their vacation right now?
Well, anybody who's not willing to provide any kind of specific information, people who are a little bit kind of gray area on the exact costs, anybody who's not willing to send you something in writing, or they maybe don't have a website, somebody like for international travel, for example, you just want to be sure you know who you're dealing with, and certainly going to bbb.org can help. Just check them out. Again, it just takes 20 seconds to do that, again, because you don't want to get there and be stuck, because especially since it's summer, so many people are traveling. Hotels, private rentals, they book up, and so you may not have a different option when you get there.
Exactly. Well, let's go ahead and touch on part-time jobs. I touched on it a little bit earlier. Summer, a lot of people choose to get that, you know, extra job to make a little extra money.
Exactly, a little extra money.
There's also scams that come with that. Tell us about that.
And sometimes really going for that little extra money can cost you money, and certainly if you're part of that scam. Some of the red flags, anybody who is asking you to pay any kind of upfront fees for that part-time job, anything that sounds too good to be true, work from home, make $10,000 a day, right? We really have to be wary of those, even as convincing as they may sound, if they are asking for upfront money, because that's where the scam happens. They ask for upfront money for a uniform, maybe for something for mailing, a background check, credit check, and for some of us, it seems a little bit reasonable, but consider even if it's $20, $25, if tens of thousands of consumers fall for this, that's a lot of money in their pocket. So these scams will continue as long as you know, people are becoming victims and these folks are making money.
Exactly. So I guess if it sounds way too good to be true, it probably is.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much, Erin.
Good to see you.
All right. Well.